While others are leaving, I would request Mr. V. Karthik Narayan and Mr. Samir Joshi to please stay back. They have a very important presentation lined up next. Let me first introduce them formally. A thorough professional and in-depth analytic, Mr. Karthik Narayan is always looking for improved customer relationship through interaction and commitment. He believes in supporting customers' journey of smart factory by promoting the ideology of smart integrated assembly while keeping sustainability at the core and ensuring sustainable profitable growth. His educational background includes qualification in business, administration, and management from the Indian Institute of Management, Vishakhapatnam, and a BE from MS Ramaya Institute of Technology. Mr. Joshi's specialities include the ability to lead while being a good team player. Driven by strong integrity, he believes in customer centric value selling. A robust understanding of sales and marketing has given him a good edge in taking the right business decision. His strong understanding of technical intricacies allows him to keep a positive approach while helping customers solve their problems. Besides an MBA in marketing, Mr. Joshi also holds an engineering degree in electronics. A warm welcome and thank you so much for partnering with us. All yours.
Thank you, Ramya, and thank you, Mr. Niranjan, for giving us this opportunity to present here, and importantly, for having a platform of like-minded people wherein we can interact and work constructively.
Yeah. Also, a big vote of thanks to the panelists for setting up this particular tempo. I think so it was a fantastic discussion. Thank you to each one of us. What we will try to do here for the next maybe 15 to 20 minutes is to show you how Atlas Copco as a supplier to the esteemed organizations which are available over here, how we are contributing to the localization, the digitalization, and the aspects, key aspects which are covered for this particular event.
Going back to manufacturing excellence, we do believe that manufacturing excellence is a synonymous with operational excellence. And some of the key, let's say, pillars are the process optimization, the waste reduction in manufacturing, safety, and people empowerment. We do believe that Atlas Copco, the solutions that we provide in the market, we work in our own small way to see how best we can reach this optimal performance. We bank on innovation, localization, and digitalization to reach optimal performance.
Yeah, so to do that, I think I heard some people said that they were maybe 120 plus years old organization. Atlas Copco is more than a 150-year-old organization. Why is it valuable is it brings in a lot of new perspectives. That means it is always technologically more advanced. It brings the right solutions basket and the right values to our esteemed customers. How do we do that? But of course from learning from our customers itself. So they are the drivers of the technology. We try to implement them and we try to take it forward. So in the recent past, we have had a strong brand image change as well. So we used to be called as the Atlas Copco, but now we are the Atlas Copco Group. The Atlas Copco used to talk about being home of industrial ideas, but today as an Atlas Copco Group, we talk ourselves or call ourselves the technology that transforms the future. Yeah. So this is just a glimpse. Why we want to really show it to our customers is to show how strong financially we are and how we are going to support the customer's journey for the next maybe 150 years, right? So we have so many number of employees, we work across the continents, we were established way back in 1873. We are a very decentralized organization. What do we mean by decentralized is the decisions are made in the headquarters in Sweden, but then the individual centers like say India and the other places have the absolute decision to go locally as well, because we connect to our customers, the needs are very, very local. So we understand the pulse of the Indian customers and we are given the freedom to take the local decisions as well. And we are broadly classified into 4 business areas, which are which we'll be talking about, but then what we also see of here is something which we also spoke. I think Asia is going to be the new power center. I think everybody would agree. We have had the place where in the US, the Europe were being very dominant. That's where the minds were there. But then I think in the last decade, we have seen the complete shift has happened to Asia, and Asia is now emerging as the power center.
So speaking up from what Karthik said, we have 4 business areas predominantly in Atlas Copco, divisionally also and in India as well. So the core technologies that we cater to are compressor technique, which everyone is well aware of. Most of them know Atlas Copco by the compressors that we manufacture. Further to that, we do also have vacuum technique, which is another offshoot of compressor technique. We do make compressors for vacuum industry. And then there is power technique as well, which is into, let's say, mining and other aspects and smaller compressors. However, today me and Karthik are representing industrial technique. Speaking of automotive manufacturing, this is the business area which caters most to automotive manufacturers. So when it comes to industrial technique, this is where we talk of assembly. We talk of putting things together. There are different ways to do it. Traditionally, it was tightening. It is being innovatively moving towards dispensing or hybrid, let's say, assembly technologies like self-piercing rivets or gluing or floor drill fastening. So this is the business area which caters to that. Just in a snapshot, globally, Karthik just showcased you up to what we are globally, but the industrial technique area, the manufacturing core business is about 16% contribution to the group. We are about 11,000 employees as of 2024 within industrial technique, and we contribute about 2.6 billion euros to the group.
Yeah, I think this is one of the most important slides which we would want to share of here and present. I think everybody always knew Atlas Copco as a tools supplier or a compressor supplier. But then I think we have evolved much more than it. What we would like to bring to the customers is clearly shown over here. So we are into tightening, but we have diversified into adhesives. So that's majorly used for your EV type of vehicles. We have gone a lot into self-pierce riveting, because I heard that during the panel discussions we were talking about EV, lightweight cars, so we cannot have more bolts and nuts which adds up to the weight of the car. So we need to move towards self-pierce riveting systems. We also have a technology called as floor drill fastening. So this is also something which is very relevant with the battery technologies. Moving on, we didn't stop only at adhesives, because that also was a part of the assembly solutions. We decided to incorporate also the machine vision solutions. I think one of the key things which is very, very important today is to have online inspections and to catch that particular problem right at the beginning itself. And that can be done by the machine vision solutions. So we have our own brand of machine vision solutions called as ISRA, and it's a completely now part of the Atlas Copco group. Along with that, we also have something called as quality assurance. So how do you know that whatever tightening or whatever product which you are building is the right product? So right from the beginning, we ensure that we have quality equipments which are available, which will ensure that whatever tools or whatever products you're going to use on your line is quality certified and is according to certain standards which needs to be done. And of course, one big very part is the error proofing. Today we know all these technologies are run by people. So being people centric, we want to ensure that everything is going to be error proofed as well. So we are going to give them guidance, we are going to give them a very systematic way of doing this particular processes. Having said this, we do not want people to move away from it. All our solutions are keeping people right at the center, because we know that we are a rich 1.4 billion type of a country. So we don't want to get rid of people. We want to assist people with our technologies.
And to add as well, like Karthik said, we are moving ahead with technology, and we are also not only assembling it, we are also controlling the process as well. Yeah. And then we do also engage in data-driven services, because the best way to control the process is about generating the data from that process. Moving further, we say that automation, the trend, which is just an offshoot that we got from our company, if you see the robo sales, they have skyrocketed over 2020 to about last year. So that's a clear trend of the automation, the degree of automation that India is heading into. And when we say the automation, there is of course innovation. So when we say we are innovating towards manufacturing excellence, I would like to give you a small example of what we do in a regular manufacturing industry. So just to give you an concept, EVs are now an in thing. We did discuss about it in the panel this morning. So gap filler material is very important in an EV. It gives you the thermal protection, it protects your thermal runway, and we do not have people catching fire with the thermal protection. So the best way is that we have our vision technologies and our AI, wherein first the battery tray is scanned. It scans not only for the debris, based on your battery, based on some of the imperfections of the component, it also calculates automatically the amount of gap filler that needs to be dispensed. And then further on, our precision control systems, they do dispense that much gap filler itself. So not only are you controlling or saving your metal, you're also ensuring there is no recall. And by doing this, by keeping less scrap, less rework, saving on the material, we are also doing our bit for the carbon saving, a sustainability point which was also discussed this morning among the panelists.
One thing which you would also see in this particular assembly line is that we have tried to go much more leaner. You will not find more number of controllers, more number of cables hanging, and everywhere you see it's a very, very chaotic type of a line. We have tried to make it very small. We have tried to go more lean, and that's the basic idea what Atlas Copco is moving forward. We would try to get rid of all the different cables. We are trying to put the entire intelligence in a server so that you don't see more of physical components on the line. And we are trying to make the footprint much, much smaller. So now you see that this particular product can be put directly onto a robo itself. So previously, there were no type of products which was able to be working with robos, having the axle diesel loads, trying to have that vibrational loads. But today, with the requirement of the customer, you can customize it, put it onto the robo itself, and the complete tightening, of course, happen using the robotic type of solutions. So I think we are coming up in a very long way wherein people were involved trying to have the operator ergonomics in place, and now I think we are moving towards the automation, and that's why you see, like what Samir tried to say, there's a huge increase in the number of sales of the robots in India also. Yeah, so having localization, digitalization, and everything in mind, I think one of the core things which everybody spoke about, including the panelists, was about sustainability. I think today sustainability is not an option. I think it is imbibed in the entire operations itself. And how do we do it? We do it in every step of it. We don't say only our products are sustainable, or we are going to support the science-based targets of our customers in scope 1 or scope 2. We talk about minute things by reduction of damages, reducing the material waste. So right at the point where there could be something which can be reduced, we start from there. That is what sustainability means to us. So all our processes, all our whatever solutions we are trying to give, we are trying to add value to the customer by having sustainability at every step of what they are manufacturing.
Right. And before we go ahead, when we speak of sustainability or the carbon savings or any kind of savings that we are talking of, we do not necessarily just talk about an overview of sustainability. We have our ROI panels worked out. For any technology that you are implementing on your shop floors, we would be happy to work out an ROI model with you for that kind of carbon saving or any kind of material saving that we get into.
Yeah, true. Somebody in the panel said about an ecosystem, right? I think that's what we are always interested in. I think customer today is not buying different products. He is looking for one solution, one sort of a supplier who could give him the complete package. I think that's what we are trying to do over here as well. So we talk about the basic tools, yes, but today we are also talking about operator guidance. How to ensure that the people who are first time coming to a station with the less amount of competence. Of course, competence building is going to be a continuous process. You are going to invest in training, you are going to invest in the competence development. But then at a station, somebody new comes, how will he be guided? So the operator guidance is very important. Then whether they are doing repetitive tasks, so can we replace it by some small level of automation? We all know that the complete technology, we have digitalization experts who are sitting over here. So they are working something on the IT aspect of it. So can we connect to their IT? Can we make their MES more seamless? Can we make it more operator friendly types, so that the end result is much more faster. So we are trying to get completely integrated into the factory type of a system, and that's what we are able to provide today as a complete ecosystem to the manufacturing industries. So, making local but for the global, this one, right. So, that is the motto which Atlas Copco also believes in. Globally, there are 5 application centers or innovation centers, and we are proud to say that one of them is here right in India, in Pune. So, those global application centers are continuously in touch with each other. So, there are always some best practices which are already available. So, we learn from them, we do the localization here, and we are now ready to export to the different parts of the world as well. What confidence we would like to give to our esteemed customers is all the whatever supplies which we are doing of here is according to the global standards. So, if you have a Ford plant, you have a Ashok Leyland plant, you have a Tata plant, be it India or be it any part of the world, the same type of solutions will be available across the globe. So, there is not going to be any let off on the quality aspect of it just because it is made here or in China, right. So, this is how our new experience center looks like. We have not even completed 6 months, I think. So, we inaugurated it in the month of November.
True.
We had some of our esteemed customers visit us in Pune. I take this opportunity and on behalf of Samir also to invite probably each one of you in this particular room to our innovation center in Pune. So, it will be a heart, felt cordial welcome to each one of you. You can have a contact, you can reach out to us, and then you can ensure that you are visiting this place. There will be a lot of idea flow which will surely happen. I am sure you will have some questions about tightening, something about error proofing, something about mission vision. So, I think you can come here, see what is happening and take the next steps forward as well.
Right. So, we talked about going local. So, this echoes the sentiment that we had on the panel this morning that India is capable, we can make things and not necessarily be under threat of any Chinese innovation. Atlas Copco echoes that sentiments, and it is our commitment to Indian customer wherein we have invested in this experience center, and we believe that together we can make it happen for India, make in India concept. Speaking of technology, from innovating, we also know that innovation and automation, we need to have data. So data is of prime importance now, and further on we talk of digitalizing towards manufacturing excellence, wherein it is very important that your actual manufacturing process gets transformed into a digital process. For any of the assembly technologies that we provide from Atlas Copco, we do have softwares which would absorb the data and give you an analysis as well. ToolsNet is one of the software from Atlas Copco, wherein each of your tool, whatever assembly job it is doing for you, in whichever form it is able to give you data back to your servers or to individual PCs or to your handheld devices. So it's not only a data collection, it is also data analysis. Data is a commodity, a prime one at that, and when you have an analyzed commodity or analyzed data coming to your handsets, it is much a plus point.
Absolutely. I think data, everybody says, is the new gold, is the new thing on which everybody is working, but raw data does not make any sense, right? You want to have more data which is meaningful to you. You want to take business decisions based on this particular type of critical data. So what we do is offer 2 type of solutions probably. One is the product, which the product goes and sits in your own ecosystem. It's a part of your servers. But then we can also provide something called as Ulture. Ulture is nothing but alternative future, where we use AI to understand the patterns in which the mistakes are happening. Based on that patterns, based on those not okays which are occurring on your particular line, we also give you the recommendations based on it. So there are experts who are sitting at the back end. This is something like a service, software as a service platform. So we do not take any the confidential data which is available on your end. It is completely safe. Of course, we sign a NDA from you, and then we are only taking the torque and the angle data to analyze and tell you what type of faults are probably happening and how it can be recommended. One of the top recommendations which we have always seen and which came out in the panel also was the competence development or the training aspect of it, because I think that it all boils down to that, because the operators are the people who are handling these type of solutions. So Ulcher is a good platform, it's an AI based platform, it gives a lot of insights, valuable insights based on which you can take your decisions.
So
Good?
that was our basic idea of what Atlas Copco can do to achieve, let's say, manufacturing excellence, and what in our small way we can contribute and how we can contribute. And that's why we say, I believe, bringing it all together, and
By
Atlas
Atlas
Copco is your innovation partner for better productivity.
Yeah.
So we got about 1 minute, 1.5 minutes left for the questions. So
Yeah.
bang on time, I would say.
Assembly automation topic.
Yes, quite a few. I believe from where I come, I'm sure there is Mahindra. I mean, Mr. Venu sir would have been happy to know that. Shankar sir would have been happy to know that. But then there are Mahindra, Powertrain, and Final Assembly on ToolsNet. There are quite few other customers as well, like Skoda to a certain extent, to be honest. They are on ToolsNet. So when it comes to OEM, on a large size manufacturing, they are already on this data acquisition and analysis softwares. And maybe Karthik can add a couple as well.
So I think you understand the total ecosystem. So you have the OEMs, but you also have the key suppliers, the tiers and the tiers 1s and the tiers 2s. I think they are the people who are really looking for this, because I think so they are driven by the OEMs. So they have a lot of pressure about the right quality of build being there at the tiers, so that that material then goes into the final OEMs, right? So I think so the majority of the OEMs are pushing their tiers to have a good process to ensure that whatever components are coming in are of the right quality. So tiers, I think so, are the customers who are investing a lot in this type of technology. They are using both the product as well as the service aspect of it as well in a big way. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Nice presentation. Thank you very much. I'm Prakash from Ashok Leyland.
You know you, sir.
Two questions to you. One is the tools what is being supplied. As we go up on the torque values, do we have the feedback system integrated to it so that these tools can also, deliver the torque requirements as well as the torque specification what is achieved? Second is whether Atlas Copco can take up as a total solution across the line for completely integrating the line with the tools. These are the two questions.
Yeah, I'll take the first part,
First
and maybe
one.
second
Yeah,
part
okay.
is yours. Yeah. So, sir, tools, I think when we talk about Atlas Copco, I think we are one of those suppliers who have a complete basket of solutions. So, when it comes to tools, I think right from the electronic industry of say maybe 0.5 Newton centimeter to around say 10,000 Newton meter, which probably would be there in an automotive market, we have the complete set of tools which are available. And whenever Atlas Copco is associated with customer, one of the key things which we always want to give to customer is data traceability. So all these tools which I am talking about, the entire product portfolio will always have data traceability and data analytics. So at any point of time, it will not be, we would not be focusing on any solution which does not provide valuable information to the, data to the customer. So that is mandatory. We will provide data to the customer. Coming to the second aspect of it, to give a turnkey solution. So I think Samir and myself have spent little over 15 years in Atlas Copco. So we have been through this particular journey in sense like we were only a product supplier. Then we moved to something more because of the acquisitions like what you saw. We went into error proofing, we went into technology, we went into software, and today automation is a big part of Atlas Copco. So we have come, I would say we come through a long journey wherein we were probably limited only to tools, but then today because of the customer needs, we are doing a lot of integration. But at one point we would not want to probably breach the difference between Atlas Copco and say an MTB or a robotic manufacturer, because they come with a completely new perspective, they have their own expertise in this particular field. We are still evaluating, because very recently we had a workshop in South Korea whether how much more we need to go into automation and how much more we want to be as a complete solution provider to the customer. So I think we have come a long journey, we have integrated many things, but to move forward is a business evaluation which we are still trying to do without probably stepping out of the core which Atlas Copco is really responsible for.
True.
Yeah, maybe you would want to add something.
No, I think you covered it well. So we'll keep it that.
Yeah, yeah. Anything else? Okay, no questions.
Before we move on, I would request both of y'all to ask one question from your presentation to check how active our audience is listening. So, one question from your
Oh,
presentation.
business areas.
Okay, then maybe I wasn't expecting that I will be asking this question, so I didn't come up with that. But if you have gone through that, how much % does industrial technique contribute to the overall Atlas Copco business? Someone out there is raising their hands. That gentleman out there, he raised it first.
Water cooling system, Sri Prabhudu.
Oh, right. Thank you, Mr. Rajkumar.
Thank you. And a big round of applause for Mr. Rajkumar. Now, I would request Niranjan to kindly join me for felicitating.
We've been talking about collaboration, so very well coordinated presentation. Let's have a big round of applause for them. And they mentioned about their local experience center in Pune, absolutely world class. I and Ramya have had the privilege to visit that facility, and we were fortunate enough to be shown around by Mr. Chandrasekhar Pathak, who actually heads the division. And it is absolutely world class and very useful for the industry. So even I would like to extend a welcome to all of you to please go and visit that experience center, and you will be surprised at how Atlas Copco is actually going all the way to help its customers.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
A big round of applause for Mr. Karthik. And Mr. Samir Joshi.
Yes.